They say you're free, that you're strong, that you have potential, but deep down, you feel stuck. You're doing all the right things, checking all the boxes, and yet something's off. You scroll, you compare, you numb, you chase distractions, you fall for every dopamine trap. And you wonder, why am I not stronger? Why am I still weak? Well, let me tell you something most people will never admit. You are still weak because you're not fighting the right enemy. Weakness doesn't always look like failure. Sometimes it wears the mask of ease. You sleep in a warm bed. You have food, shelter, entertainment at your fingertips. But your mind? It's soft, dull, distracted. The Stoics believe that true strength isn't about how much you lift. It's about how much discomfort you can endure without breaking. Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire and still woke up early to journal, reflect, and suffer through cold mornings. Why? Because he knew the truth. The mind that is not disciplined becomes the slave of comfort. You're still weak, not because life is hard, but because you've avoided hard things for too long. Your attention has been hijacked. You don't think, your phone thinks for you. You don't feel, you scroll. You don't act, you react. Seneca once warned us, to be everywhere is to be nowhere. You've let the world inject its noise into your soul. No wonder you can't focus. No wonder you can't grow. You're so full of noise, there's no room left for purpose. The solution? Cut the noise. Create silence. In silence, the weak man crumbles, but the strong man sharpens. Here's the hardest truth of all. You don't know yourself. You avoid journaling. You avoid solitude. You avoid anything that forces you to look inward. But Epictetus said, know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. You're weak because you don't know what you stand for. You copy others. You chase trends. You seek approval. But strength begins the moment you stop performing for the world and start living by principle. And that starts with one brutal practice: self-reflection. Sit down, write, think, hurt, grow. No one will see it, but that's where strength is born. Every moment you choose dopamine over discipline, you weaken your will. You scroll instead of reading. You binge instead of building. You react instead of reflecting. You want power? Then train your brain to sit with discomfort. Fast. Meditate. Take cold showers. Journal when you feel like running away. Marcus Aurelius didn't need motivation. He had discipline. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You don't need another hack. You need control. So if you're still wondering why you feel weak, here's your answer. It's not because you're broken, it's because you've abandoned the inner war. The enemy isn't out there. It's the comfort, the noise, the fear, the distraction inside. But the moment you choose silence over noise, reflection over reaction, discipline over dopamine, that's the moment you begin to build real strength. Not the kind that looks good on social media, but the kind that turns chaos into calm, the kind that can't be taken away. Your journey to becoming unbreakable starts now. Pick up the pen, close the app, face the mirror. It's time to train your soul.